Our bye week is come and gone, and that means we head back to the stadium to face the Philadelphia Eagles. So entering today, the Eagles, despite starting 0-4, have come in on a 2-game winning streak with a new quarterback at the helm. Jalen Hurts is now gone. And this new Eagles team looking to get back in the playoffs, and for the Giants, not much else needs to be said. 5-0 for the second straight year has just been domination throughout. As welcome back to the Madden 23 franchise, and as always, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share, as this is a series. In this series has been dominated by the Giants. The Eagles have lost every game, including the playoffs. Is 5-0 in favor of the Giants, and it's just what the Giants have done to the rest of the division as well. The Cowboys are still the only team to beat the Giants in the division, as the Giants offense has rocketed with 2 dominating wins entering the bye against the Cowboys and Buccaneers. And for the Eagles, defense is the only thing keeping them afloat right now. They got them on that 2-game winning streak. We'll talk about their offense later and how that has struggled, as the Giants' defense has also been playing incredibly well. It's going to be a great game. Sneakily could be a tough one. Of course, Saquon Barkley is out for the game with a calf strain, but we won't see him, the offense, first. We'll see the Eagles first. Jarvis Landry is back deep, and Joey Sly will send us away. Week 7 is underway. And from the 1, Landry will take it across the 20. 25 gets rocked at the 25, and here is LaMarcus Armstead, the 8th overall pick in the 2024 draft. 4 touchdowns, 8 interceptions so far in his career, and his Eagles offense, worst in football. And it is just about the same as last year, except Jason Kelsey left. I believe he's on Baltimore now, and his replacement, Cam Jurgens, a weak point on this offensive line. And this pass rush for the Giants has been really good, so it's a tough test. Lane Johnson, the only superstar on the team. As a quick pass to start the game, that is A.J. Brown, and a gain of 5. Giants defense, top 5 in everything. Of course, the bye has a lot to do with it because these aren't great stats, but they came off one of their most struggling games of the year against the Cowboys. Well, other than that, they've been dominating everyone, including Tom Brady, including Jameis Winston week 1. It's been a big part of why they're so dominant. And Gibson picks up 3. So it's 3rd and 3 opening possession, and the Eagles, second worst in the NFL, trailing ahead of only Washington on 3rd down, and they're going to lose 3 on 3rd and 2. And that will bring out the Giants offense, led by Jonathan Cummings, who was undefeated against the NFC East this year. In his career, by the way. As we take a look at the offense, the passing yards aren't there. 23rd in the NFL, but the rushing and scoring certainly is. Deshaun Corbin, as we mentioned, will be starting at running back today. And perhaps we might see a couple Gary Brightwell snaps, but it's going to be mostly Corbin. As from the 26, we'll begin with a keeper. And it's well defended. And that is Josh Sweat, who won Defensive Player of the Year. Here's the defense for the Eagles. And Jordan Davis, finally a full-time starter. Trammell Frey also there. And they drafted Davon Goodrich in that secondary, but mostly the same defense. 2nd and 8. And Cummings under pressure by Sweat. He got hits, and it's incomplete. 3rd and 8. And the Giants, 4th in the NFL on 3rd down. Trailing only teams like the Steelers. And he'll throw. And on the outside, he airmailed it. Too far for McLaurin. The Eagles take over. Drive number 2 will start from the 31 as he'll be dropped by Ojulari. LaMarcus Armstead sacked for the first time today. 3.5 sacks on the year for Ojulari, and now it's 3rd and 16. After a 3-yard grab by Goddard from the 24. And pressure by Thibodeau, and Armstead will throw it away. His first incompletion of the day, and the Giants take over from the 30. 2 tight end sets. After going 3 and out on the opening drive, Cummings is going to lose about 3. And that was a great play by Frey. 2nd and 13. And they run it to Corbin. Corbin for the first time today, and he'll pick up 11. And it's 3rd and 2. Empty set. They failed their first 3rd down. And Cummings is going to be pressured. Jordan Davis on the run, and he's got the edge, and he's got the first and a lot more up the sideline and out of bounds. Chased out by Maddox at the 34. Now it's 2nd and 6. From the 30. And a handoff to Corbin, picks up 5. So it's 3rd and 1. And from the 25, 2 tight ends and the fullback in there. Play action to Corbin. And Cummings on the run, has no one, and will flip it away. Hargrave had the angle. They're going to go for it on 4th and 1 on the second drive of the game. Cummings has not completed the pass yet. Check down. It is dropped by Bellinger. And they'll turn over on downs. As Cummings will start 0 for 4, and the Eagles will start from the 25. And they'll start with a screen, but he couldn't get it off. Ojulari, his first 2-sack game of the year. He only had 1. No, that was his previous high. Now it's 2nd and 19. From the 16 now. And Armstead is going to be sandwiched. Thibodeau gets in there. And it's 3rd and 24. As the Eagles are going the wrong direction. They need the 35 to convert after the turnover on downs. Blitz is picked up. Ojulari closing. The check down to Devonta Smith. It'll only pick up 8. And a punt. And the Giants take over from around midfield on the 3rd and 9. The 47. And Cummings looking for that first completion. And he's got it to Corbin. Down to the 21. And he's now 1 for 6, but that's a 32-yarder. Now 3rd and 3. Giants bottom 5 in red zone offense. Cummings is going to be corralled at the 18 by Jordan Davis, the former first-round pick. Gets a 6th sack on the year. And he had half a sack in the previous 2 seasons combined. And that brings out Joey Sly, who's perfect on the year so far. This kick from 35 is up and good. But Jordan Davis really coming on strong, the former first-rounder. As the Eagles take over from the 21. -6 yards of offense so far. 0 first downs. And 3 3-and-outs to show so far over the middle. And there's the first down of the day. And Goddard to the 37. Armstead, despite the struggles on offense, has completed 4 of his first 5 passes. Now 3rd and 5, empty set. And Armstead with the blitz picked up. Over the middle, it's caught. And Brown into Giants territory. Now 3rd and 10. Final 30 seconds to play. And they need the 39 to convert. 4-man rush. Quick throw on the outside. It's caught by Devonta Smith. And that is the 10th pass attempt. We'll take a look for Armstead, who's missed 2 of his last 3. But a 7 for 10 start, only 61 yards. It's, looks pretty good for what the offense has struggled for most of the year. It's a great start against a really good defense. From the 33, second quarter will begin. And Armstead will find Devonta Smith and stride. The ball's on the ground. It's picked up by Boss. And the Giants get a takeaway. And that was McKinney who forced the fumble. He had 3 last year. Picks up his first in the year. Giants take over. 2nd and 10 from the 13. And Cummings pressured by Hargrave. Back in his own end zone. The ball's on the ground. It is picked up by Hargrave. And that's a touchdown, Eagles. Javon Hargrave has scored. And the Eagles take the lead in the second quarter. And here's the kick by Carlson. And it's 7-3. So the Eagles have been shut out on offense. But despite that, now they lead because of the defense. And that is the story for most of the year as Corbin picks up 10. 2nd and inches. After, turnover. Corbin. And Corbin picks up a lot to the 46. Run heavy drive. After the fumble by Cummings, and Corbin again for 9. He's filling in pretty well. From the 37, they shift, and they fake it to Corbin. Cummings deep shot. He's got a man. It is caught. Touchdown, New York. That is Calvin Ridley, his 2nd of the year. And the Giants right back in front after the stunning play by Hargrave. They respond immediately, and it's 10-7 on a 4-play drive. And the Eagles will take over from the 30. Giants show blitz, and they send it across the body. Flag is down. It's intercepted. Intended for Brown, and that was Leon Boss. But this is going to come off the board. And that was Thibodeau, who got there late. 3rd and 7 now. From the 48. On the run across the body, it's dropped, and Well, you can say the ball don't lie as the Giants take over from the 27. And we'll start with a fake. Deep drop, under pressure. It is, he's thrown. It is caught by McLaurin to the 48. That is a gain of 25. We'll take a look at Jonathan Cummings' first 10 pass attempts. 4 for 10. He missed his first 5, but he's now hit 4 of his last 5, including the 37-yarder to McLaurin to Ridley. Touchdown in Eagles territory. Give it to Corbin, and stacked up has about 2. 3rd and 3. The 42. 4-man rush underneath, and it is dropped by Downing, and they're going to go for it on 4th and 3. Outside of field goal range, and Cummings is going to be dropped, and that is Hargrave who had the touchdown. So the Eagles take over on downs, and they have a short field. They'll start from the 45 of Philadelphia. Under 10 to play in the first half, and Armstead will throw. It's been effective today. He's got Brown for his biggest completion of the day. He breaks a tackle and takes it to the 23. So that was a gain of about 32. 1st and 10 here in the red zone. Armstead. Flag is down. End zone. It's caught but out of bounds. But a flag in the backfield. And that's the second ref in the pass for the penalty of the day. That is on Ojulari. So in the red zone, Eagles by far the worst in the league. Atlanta, you can see 16 percentage points better, and they're in second to last place. 4 for Sanders. The Giants second in the NFL. Only Washington better on defense. Straight back to Sanders, cuts it back and picks up about a yard. 3rd and 4. In range to tie it. They want the lead. Halfway, second quarter. 3rd and 4. Armstead. End zone, touchdown, Philadelphia. And that is Landry, who barely broke the plane. His second touchdown of the year. And the Eagles back in front, and they finally have scored on offense. Here's Carlson with 7:32 to play. Second quarter, kick is on its way and good. And just like that, Giants back down 4. Take over 3rd and 3. And Cummings will throw. And it is broken up. That was Nakobe Dean as the Eagles take over from the 24. 6:05 to play. Armstead, the check down. It is Goddard, stood up, but the ball keeps going. That is picked up by Belton. Turns the corner, and he's going to be brought down at the 21. And that was Jackson who forced it. And Adoree Jackson picks up career forced fumble number 1. Giants take over near the red zone. We'll start at 21. And we'll start with a flip. Open! Touchdown! McLaurin! 4th straight game with a score. He had 4 in the last game against the Dallas Cowboys. And the Giants, in a flash, in one play, retake the lead with 5:50 to play. And it's 17-14. To the 21-yarder to McLaurin. The Eagles take over from the 25, 2nd and 10. And Armstead, pocket collapsing. He's got a man wide open. And the toe tap by Landry. 3rd catch of the day by Landry. And from the 43. And Armstead on the run. Goes across the body. It is Goddard who fumbled earlier today and across the 30 into the 27. 2nd and 10 now. Empty set. 4 minutes to play first half. Best try of the day by far. Here's Goddard again, their leading receiver. And another first. So now 3rd and 7. Just under 3 to play. From the 13. They can get a first at the 6. Pocket collapsing. The check down is caught but out of bounds. And that is Sanders now bring on Carlson. 19 of 22 on field goals. Has made all his extra points, as you could imagine. To tie the game from 30, it's up and good. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Giants will take over from the 27. So a chance. They get ball out of half to retake the lead. And really double dip. Pressure by Hargrave over the middle. It's caught by Downing. And Bernie Downing turns the corner and has the first of the 42. And a quick snap. And underneath, it's caught by Jashawn Corbin. And Corbin to the 45. Now they're really moving. 3rd and 10. 60 seconds to play. 4 receiver set. Blitz is picked up. And it's dropped by McLaurin. And they're going to try the field goal. They're going to be from 62-yard, but the wind's at their back. This is Joey Sly, who made from 35, from 62, on its way down the middle. And it's short and no good. That is something I did not understand. He had 98 kick power, only from 62 with the wind in his back. I don't know how he didn't make it. Underneath to Goddard. Goddard picks up 9, and the Eagles take a timeout. It's 3rd and 2. 40 seconds to play. From the 40 blitz. And over the middle, it's caught. A.J. Brown tries to move, but bosses him full. He's brought down at around the 17. Eagles will call that second timeout. Now 3rd and 5. They're out of timeout. 7 seconds, and they want more than 3. We'll see if, this could backfire massively. Armstead, quick release, and almost intercepted. 2 seconds remain. They'll be able to kick. And here is Carlson. This is from 28. He made from 30. And the Eagles miraculously have a lead heading into the break. Obviously, we didn't expect that. A series that has been dominated by the Giants, and the Eagles have never come close. They had the 17-point, or they had a double-digit lead in the playoff game, but other than that, this is a new territory for the Giants. Take a look at the tendencies. Threw it short half the time for 80% completion percentage, and for the Giants, and about a quarter of the time they ran inside, 6.5 yards per carry. As the Giants get the ball out of the break, Daniel Carlson has it teed up, and the second half is underway. Gerald Payne will take a knee 3 yards deep in the end zone. He'll take a look at the first half drives. 9 first half drives, a season high. And you can see the struggles. They have not sustained a drive. They have not had a drive over 3 minutes long. Their longest drive was 7 plays. And they really haven't traveled a lot of yards. You had the 71-yard touchdown drive, but other than that, the Eagles' defense has played incredibly. 227 yards of total offense. The Eagles, 221. As a quick handoff to Corbin, met by Frey, and he's going to lose 6. Maddox cleaned it up, and Deshaun Corbin makes it 2nd and 16. You can see the struggles again. Cummings to Downing. He's got it, lowers the shoulder, and he's got the first to the 35. And they needed that. First down. Quick snap. Cummings gonna unload it. He's got a man. Downing tripped up by Jones at the 10. And his first and goal with the deep shot coming in clutch. Here's the Eagles. This is the second red zone snap of the day for the Giants. 13th in the NFL in red zone defense. Corbin up the middle. He picks up a yard or 2. Essentially 2nd and goal. 2 tight ends in there. Cummings sidesteps the blitz. Wide open. It is caught for the touchdown. Juwan Johnson. His 2nd of the year. He had 1 against Tampa Bay. And the Giants retake the lead again. And a great opening drive again. Not really sustained, but they go the distance. The full 75 yards. The kick by Sly is up and good. And it's 24-20. We'll take a look at the Eagles' 9 first half drives. You can see the struggles early on, but they scored 3 of their last 4 drives. Remember, 13 points of offense. Of course, 7 coming off the Javon Hargrave touchdown early on to put them on the board. Gain to Sanders. The Eagles had 6 yards rushing that first half, and that'll put them at 7. 3rd and 9. And they need the 32 to convert. And the Giants will send a blitz. It is picked up beautifully. Pressure by Ojulari underneath. And a strong tackle by Love. 4th down. As it was a yard short from the 18. Giants take over. Chance to distance themselves. Something they have not been able to do all game. And Cummings will keep a great block by Bellinger. Tries to cut it outside. And is tackled by Jones at the 32. Jonathan Cummings trying to close this one out. Good block by Bellinger again. Blocked by Blassingame, and there he goes! Oh, if he got the block by Corbin, he would have been gone. But as for the moment, it's the 43. 2nd and 9. And he'll throw. Pressure and steps up. A lot of space again. And we'll slide to the 22, a gain of 20. And now 3rd and 11. From the 23. The floater. to Ridley, and incomplete. Now bring out Sly, who's made from 35, missed from 62. This is from 40. And it's a 7-point ball game. It is 27-20, halfway third quarter. So the Eagles, they scored 17 on offense in that second quarter. Can they get on the scoreboard on this drive? On 2nd and 10, pass to Landry, picks up 8, 3rd and 2. And they're going to go outside. Sanders, he's going to lose about 3. And that was McKinney. And the struggles continue as Sipos has to punt again. Leon Boss will camp under it at the 15. And hurdles outside, trying to get the edge, and he does! Up the sideline! And 20 has the angle, and forced out of bounds at the 43 of Philadelphia. That was Blake who made the touchdown-saving tackle. And the Giants a short field, 3rd and 4. From the 37. And Cummings has all day, now will run. Frey giving chase. Cummings has the speed and out of bounds. Darts quickly with another first. So now 2nd and 9. And another give. That is Corbin. Corbin lowers the shoulder and has another first at the 20. That puts him in the red zone again. That's 1st and 10. And the keeper cuts it back, breaks a tackle. Lowers the shoulder, has another 11. It's 1st and goal. Closing in on 100 yards. Quick pass, McLaurin. McLaurin tries to dive, but he's rocked at the 1. Cummings has 3 touchdowns today. Corbin has had a great game. Can they reward him with a touchdown? They give it to him. Dives. He got it. And Jashawn Corbin is rewarded with an excellent day. He has his 3rd career touchdown. And the Giants have a 2-score lead. Joey Sly makes it 34-20. Longest drive of the day by far. 8 plays and 3.5 minutes off the clock. They only go 43 yards. Eagles take over from the 24. Underneath, flag is down, and that is incomplete for Goddard. And again, that is the 3rd roughing the passer penalty called today. That is just weird. So now it's 3rd and 6. And final 70 seconds of this 3rd quarter. Armstead in the middle is caught by Devontae Smith into Giants territory, takes it to the 46. And that is gain of about 11. First down. Armstead is going to check it down. He's got a block by Goddard. That is Sanders, and another first. Falls forward for 10. Closing in on 300 yards. He has never had a 300-yard passing game in his career so far. Of course, only has played 6 games. Now 3rd and 9. He's also never thrown 50 passes in a game. Certainly will close in on that. 3rd and 9. Pressure. Ball's out. And it is picked up by the Giants. It's Williams trying to outrace the lineman. Leonard Williams might take it. He will take it. Urchins won't get him. Touchdown, New York. They have 40. Just like that. Unbelievable. 21-point lead. 3rd turnover of the day for the Eagles. 41-20. With 12:59 to play in the 4th quarter. From the 30. And Armstead will throw. Quick pass. It is caught. And a first down to A.J. Brown. A gain of 12. 4 yards away from the 300-yard mark. And he does have it. 2nd and 6. On that side, it's caught. And for the first time in his career, 300 yards passing for the 8th overall pick in the 2024 draft. 2nd and 11. 10 minutes to play. And Armstead, middle, caught. That is number 4. Yeah, the first and 10. Giants trying to play some coverage now. Eagles have been shut out this second half so far. 20 minutes into it. 10 minutes remain. 3rd and 14. And the Giants, unblocked, will be downed by Quincy Roche. His 9th career sack. He had 1 last year, of course, the 7-sack game in relief when Thibodeau got hurt. 4th and 21 for the Eagles, trying to keep any hope alive. Giants rush 4. Armstead the quick release, broken up by Adoree Jackson. That was Devonta Smith. Coverage now 3rd and 3. So from midfield. And the keeper. And he's got the first. Jonathan Cummings to the 46. Now 3rd and 7. Take the play clock with them. Unblocked defender, but quick release. And incomplete and out of the hands of Bellinger. And they will punt. There's Gillen. Bobbles the snap. Gets hit late, but no flag since he bobbled it. As that punt is down at the 1. Of course, if that was real life, that wouldn't count. But we're in Madden. 2nd and 4. Armstead, middle, caught. Leading receiver today is Dallas Goedert. From the 13, trying to get some momentum in the next week. Armstead, quick release, intercepted, and that will do it. Leon Boss will end the game with the 4th takeaway of the day for the Giants, and his 2nd interception of the year. And Leon Boss puts a closer on this one. The Giants remain undefeated despite the rocky start to the first half. They pull away 41-20 as your final. They move to 6-0. So that was a very ugly first half. I mean, obviously, we were losing at the end of it. We gave up 17 points of offense, but it was, you know, we had to fight and claw, and we ended up putting up 34. Of course, the 7 points on defense, I'm not counting that. So, I mean, realistically, we only gave up 13 points. I don't know why I said 17. It is 13. It's late at night, but, you know, whatever. So we'll take a look. Jonathan Cummings, pedestrian game for what it started as. He kind of salvaged it. 348 total yards, 3 touchdowns. He did have a fumble, but that it's whatever. Deshaun Corbin, how about that? Filling in for Barkley. 4.2 a carry, 2 touchdown, 2 broken tackles, and 2 catches. And then Ojulari, 5 tackles, 3 for a loss, 3 sacks, and the forced fumble to essentially seal it, put it 41-20. We were shut out in that 4th quarter on offense. Of course, LaMarcus Armstead, we have to talk about him throwing 60 pass attempts almost. I mean, that was a lot. 332 yards. That's 5.5 attempts, which I'm fine with. A touchdown and an interception. Dallas Goedert, the leading receiver, 10 catches, 82 yards, but had 2 drops as well. And Javon Hargrave had the touchdown to put them at 20, but dominated in the end there. But you can see the stats are a lot closer. We see we really struggled on 3rd down. We had 3 penalties, which was weird. 3 roughing the passers. And the time of possession was pretty equal. For upgrades, 4 upgrades. Cummings is up to an 89. Wandale is up to a 75. Beavers is up to a 67. And Vince Thomas up to a 67. Saquon Barkley is cleared to play next week, so no more injuries. And now on to games across the league. We'll start in Washington as they will play the Browns. We'll start with Deshaun Watson. He'll run right into Tyrone Saunders as a safety. Commanders now lead 2-0 after the safety punts. Pretty much the next play on a 3rd and 10. Daniel Jones off his back foot. It is deflected in the air and caught. And that is Jahan Dotson who's going to take it the distance. That is a 64-yard touchdown. 9-0 lead for the Commanders. Later on in this first quarter, Washington gets the ball back on 3rd and goal. Darrell Henderson, 3-yard score, 16-0 lead. And I'll stay that way until late in the 2nd quarter. Browns get the ball to Deshaun Watson. A play action, a quick release. That is David Bell, 16 yards. It's now 16-3. They get the ball back next drive. Under 60 seconds to play. Watson is going to fire. He's got a man wide open. It's Amari Cooper. He's going to take it the distance. That's a 16-10 halftime lead for Washington. 63-yard score. Opening drive, 3rd quarter for the Commanders. And Daniel Jones is going to find Jahan Dotson, who lowers the shoulder, picks up 11. They had a field goal, 19-10 lead. Take it later on in the 3rd quarter. Trying to drive with the ball. Deshaun Watson across the body. His thrown is intercepted. As Jayon Brown, who takes it. And he's going to outrace everyone. He's going to take it 63 yards for the pick 6. 27-10. We'll stay that way until the 4th quarter. Browns take over. 4th and 17. Desperation time. And Watson is going to go and find a wide open Brandon Ayuk, who's going to take it the distance. 60-yard score. They're within 2 scores, 27-17. I'll say that way until the end of the game, where Daniel Jones on 3rd and goal. One final play to end it. Quincy Cephas, 34-17 win for the Commanders. Now to Dallas will take it. Pittsburgh opening drive, and Baker Mayfield. We saw them dominate the Commanders, but this is a whole league different. As Chase Claypool, 40 yards. Steelers now in front, 3-0. Opening drive for the Cowboys. Dak Prescott is going to stand in and find Leonard Beecham, 12 yards. This game is tied at 3. Next drive for the Steelers. Baker Mayfield, how about a deep drop and a deep throw? Claypool again, the leaping grab. This one 41 yards. It's now 63 lead. They'll stay that way until about 5 minutes left, second quarter, where they give it to Najee Harris, who fumbles the ball, but it's picked up by the Steelers. Josh Woodard jumps in, a fumble recovery touchdown, 13-3 lead for Pittsburgh. Next play, Dallas takes over, and the check down to Elliott. He breaks one, but that ball is flipped in the air and picked up by Edmonds. Devin Bush forced at 16-3 lead for Pittsburgh. And I'll say that way until the third quarter. Opening drive for the Cowboys of the second half, and he'll take the shot. Dak will, and Michael Gallup, 40 yards, is a 16-6 lead. Pittsburgh gets the ball right back on the next drive on the 3rd and 4, and Mayfield is going to find a leaping Claypool for 17 yards. It's now 19-6. I'll say that way till the fourth quarter. Pittsburgh gets the ball right back. Baker Mayfield is going to fire. He has got it, man. That is Deontay Johnson, 29 yards, 22-6, a 16-point lead for the Steelers. Next drive, Dak Prescott is going to check down and find Dalton Schultz, who somehow keeps going. How about that block by Beecham, never giving up on the play. Forced out, 35-yard catch. They had a field goal, 22-9. And they'll stay that way till the final couple minutes of this game. Dak Prescott to Michael Gallup, 8-yard touchdown, 22-16. And it comes down to an onside kick to win the game for Pittsburgh. And it's recovered by the Steelers. That is Claypool, and that will end it. Pittsburgh wins it 22-16, and on the rest of the and on the Sunday slate of games, the Vikings beat the Packers 30-24. Also have the Lions beating the Bears for their first win of the year. The Broncos beat the Colts. The Falcons blow out the Saints. The Panthers beat the Ravens. The Bills beat the Patriots. The Niners beat the Chargers. The Titans edge out the Texans. And on Sunday night, the Chiefs beat the Jaguars, and on Monday night, the Cardinals blow out the Dolphins. And now onto the standings in the AFC North. The Steelers are 7-0. In the South, the Titans 6-1. The Bills 4-3 in the East, and in the West, Chiefs 5-2. In the NFC North, the Vikings 4-3. Panthers 5-1 in the South. We're 6-0 in the East, and the Seahawks in the West 5-1. For players of the week on offense, it's Patrick Mahomes in the AFC, 327 yards, 3 touchdowns, a 133.8 passer rating in the win at Jacksonville. And in the NFC, our own Jonathan Cummings, I guess. I don't think he really deserved it, but I guess 345 yards, 3 touchdowns of the win. Maybe there was someone more deserving. For defense in the AFC, Malik Collins, 7 tackles, 1 for a loss, and 3 sacks in the loss at Tennessee. And in the NFC, Azeez Ojulari deserved it. I think so, at least. 5 tackles, 3 for a loss, and 3 sacks, and a forced fumble, of course. For leaders, passing, Dak Prescott, 64 yards. Jonathan Cummings down the lead, 21 touchdowns. And Daniel Jones up to 12 interceptions. Rushing, Jonathan Taylor, the first to crack 1,000 with 1,049. Javonte Williams, 13 touchdowns. And Elliott's 58 broken tackles. Receiving, Quintez Cephas up to 703 yards. 9 touchdowns for McLaurin now, and 279 after the catch for Adams, wrapping things up with the defense. TJ Edwards, 87 tackles. Matt Barton up to 14.5 sacks. And Ambry Thomas up to 5 interceptions. Week 8 NFL action kicks off with Thursday Night Football between the Chargers and Broncos. The Sunday slate of games kicks off with Lions, Dolphins, Packers, Bears, Patriots, Titans, Eagles, Commanders, Cowboys, Falcons, Texans, Bills, Steelers, Bengals, Niners, Vikings, Jets, Rams. We play the Browns. Seahawks, Cardinals, Raiders, Ravens, Panthers, Chiefs on Sunday night, and on Monday night, the Buccaneers play the Saints, Jaguars, and Colts on the bye. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll share next time when we face the Cleveland Browns.